Hey, welcome to the video. Welcome to Medellin. My name is Christopher Buell, and you may not know of me from such books as Golden Nuggets of Hobo Wisdom and Golden Nuggets of International Dating. As we all know, the way to be a successful YouTuber is to be sensational and say things that aren't true. So naturally, it seemed like a perfect fit for me. However, in this case, there's going to be a little bit of truth sprinkled in. So hang on. Essentially my second day here, I had made friends with someone that was in the hospital from the previous time I was here. So my second day here, I went down there, and I went to visit her in the hospital, and I really didn't know what to expect. I can tell you what the emergency rooms in the United States look like, and I want no part of that at all. And let's be honest, it's a lot of immigrants. So, going to the immigrant source, one would imagine that emergency room is going to be packed like you can't imagine. I was a little bit nervous, but in my quest for journalism and trying to make a friend or keep a friendship, I went ahead and risked it, went down there. And I got to tell you, it was a much better experience than I would have thought. First of all, they don't let you in without your passport, so keep that in mind. But they don't let anybody in there. Anybody can go to the emergency room, but not anybody can walk into the hospital. Once I was in the hospital, it's not going to blow you away with how fancy it is, but clean, nice. It reminded me of possible hospitals in various parts of the United States. I mean, it looked great. I would have felt very comfortable. My friend had told me that was not one of the better hospitals in Medellin. So, by the way, it had a place where you walk down some stairs, and there's a balcony, patio area, a floor, where there was seating available. You could buy food. Looked absolutely beautiful. Typical Colombian, very cool, and I'll have some video of that somewhere in here. And so, like I said, that was my first experience with a hospital in the area. So I was here for maybe 2-3 weeks, and I developed a pretty serious cough. And this is February. We still, coronavirus is on the news every day. And do I have every last symptom? No, I never developed a fever. However, I had a really painful dry cough, and kept going to the pharmacy, drinking every kind of cough syrup. Eventually, people were like, you got to go to the hospital. I do not have insurance, but they tell me it's affordable. So I went down to the hospital, and I waited in line at the ER, and it wasn't overly crowded. I don't even know if there was 5 people there. And there were a couple people in front of me. It probably took 10 minutes before I got to the window. And of course they wanted my passport, and they didn't speak English, and they eventually brought a doctor that did speak English. I don't know, she couldn't have been more than 25 years old. And by the way, super cute. And I had mentioned to her, what's it going to cost me? And she was not impressed with me. And she was like, I can't tell you until I see you. Okay. So I go and I wait in the waiting room, maybe 15 minutes. The little cute doctor brings me back, and she starts asking me a whole range of questions. Do I have spots? I don't even remember the questions, but I do remember she checked my lungs, to listen to them. Talked to me for about 5 minutes, And there again, really seemed annoyed with me. That Christopher charm works every time. And she was like, listen, it's a very common virus. It'll be gone within a week. Basically, you shouldn't have come down here. But if you want me to x-ray you, then it'll cost money. Otherwise, it's not going to cost you anything. And I said, that's good enough for me. And so I left without her number, oddly enough. And this cough it doesn't seem to ever go away. And every day it gets a little better. If you've seen some of my videos, I mean, today is by far my best day. But you've heard me clearing my throat and coughing and doing my best to suppress it. I don't know what the truth is. I have heard that it's the pollution, and I've heard that from this doctor that it's a very common cold virus that should be gone in a week. That was a month ago. Again, I've read articles where people talk about the truth regarding the coronavirus. It's been around the world way longer than anybody thought possible. I'm riding around in the little metros. I mean, I'm not fully lying when I say I don't know that I didn't have a version of it. Again, I've read articles where other people are saying that they had a cough that was really hard to get rid of, and this is back in like November. And, they believe, wow, this might have been the coronavirus. So, again, am I lying? I don't know. I do not know what the truth is. I can tell you this. I have been with friends, female friends, and one of them got sick, fever, shivers, and it was gone within a week. Another friend of mine never got anything. Again, I don't know what the truth is. Was I perpetuating the virus? Was I sharing it? By the way, another side note regarding this topic. The people out here are tougher. And even my American friends who have been living here, like they want to get together for coffee. Hey man, I've been coughing. I don't want to just show up and have you be pissed at me for coughing. So if you don't want to meet, I understand. My American friends, they don't care. The females that are hanging out with me, it's not as though they don't know what's going on. It's not as though they don't know I'm coughing. It's not as though I haven't brought it up. And nobody cared. So, until next time, that is my coronavirus story.